I got a quick question. What the hell is going on? If you've been on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, anything for the last 24 to 48 hours, you know what's going on with Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, all that. And you know that you probably know that it's escalated to the point where Nicki Minaj's fans have leaked the burial place of Meg's mom. And Cardi B's fans have now leaked or at least allegedly, I don't know for sure. This is just what I saw on Instagram. I don't know how true it is. But now apparently, I saw the actual address. Apparently, Cardi's fans have leaked the place that Nicki's father is buried. And I'm just wondering, I'm not going to weigh in on none of that because it's irrelevant how I feel. And I mind my business. But what I'm trying to figure out is, what is going on? Why are we doing this? Why are we sending people to grave sites to mess with graves? I don't know if anybody do we just not have common sense anymore? Do we not have decency and respect for people as human beings anymore? Y'all should have listened to Charlamagne when he said it. He's like, you don't know what you finna be playing with. You go up to somebody's grave and start digging. You about to bring up all kinds of curses and demons in your house. So I would highly suggest, if you are thinking about going to somebody's gravesite and digging up a body, maybe don't. Maybe sit and talk with a mental health professional on why you feel like that's an appropriate response to somebody saying that they didn't like your favorite rapper's verse. Maybe figure out why leaking a person's personal information to the internet with the intent of, you know what's funny? Here's the thing. The way these people are behaving behind Nicki Minaj and all these other people, and really anybody in general, reminds me a lot of a situation that happened not so long ago. I believe it was called Gamergate. And if you don't know what Gamergate is, go look it up. I don't have the time, energy, or the desire really at the moment to go through that entire situation. Maybe at another time I'll talk about it because it is a genuinely crazy story. But in Gamergate, people were mad, mostly men were mad that women were saying, hey, maybe don't objectify women in video games. And really, that's not even the real reason. Like I said, I'm not going into detail, but men were mad and started sending death threats, leaking personal information of some of the women who were saying some of these things or talking about these games in what they believe to be a not so positive light. And this is crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is the behavior of people from that type of movement. People who have then gone on to be a part of the extreme far right red pill or black pill, if you get that deep into it, community. This is craziness. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm just waiting on Jesus to come back, because it makes no sense that for some reason you find it a valid response to go attempt to dig up a person's family member, relative, as a form of spite. It makes no sense that you would leak out someone's personal information or reach out to a person's place of business or their employment or anything like that, trying to get somebody fired because they didn't like a rap verse that you liked. And this is not, I feel like I always have to preface when I be saying stuff, because I feel like it can be misconstrued. So I'm trying to be very clear so you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is not a cancel culture is bad type of conversation. There's something there to say because sometimes we jump to conclusions, but this is not that. Accountability is one thing. You can't hold somebody accountable for not liking the same thing that you like. So maybe let's all just calm down, talk to our therapists, go pray, talk to our pastors, maybe go Talk to your mom if they're still here. Talk to your father if they're still here. Be with the people that you love, and take advantage of the fact that you still have people, because you're talking about people. These are people in this situation who don't have their mothers, who don't have their fathers, and now people are using that to try and hurt them even more, which is honestly disgusting. So, because let me say, my mama ain't gone, my daddy ain't gone, but if you think in your brain that you're gonna put hands on my mother, my father, my sister, my wife, my children, I promise you, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do. Just know I'm not the one to do it to. So you take that however you want to take that. But come on, y'all. We really gotta be let's be serious about this. This is not rational thinking. This is not rational behavior for rational people. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of this. Stand culture is really finna get people killed, bro. Because you acting like this. Did y'all not watch Swarm? I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes, and I was like, I'm cool. I don't need to see how this ends. And plus, my wife has an obsession with Googling stuff in the middle of it, so I knew what was gonna happen before we were through the 3rd episode, because she didn't want to watch it anymore, and I didn't even want to watch it anymore. But I still enjoy watching this. The point is, this is crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is wild. This is unnecessary. This is not of God. God is not pleased by people doing stuff like this. So I think we really need to take account and really reflect. This is what my therapist tells me to do all the time. Have a little self-reflection about why we feel in the way that we feel. Why we feel like it's a positive response or a valid response to go do these type of things behind people who don't know that we exist. You really got to, that's the thing. People act like the fans of these people act like these people are their best friends. They talk to them every day. They're on their lives. They're hearing them talk every day. There is a degree of separation that you are being, how do I say this without trying to offend people? You're being oblivious to the fact, ignorant to the fact, willfully ignorant to the fact, this person does not know you. This person does not have any idea who you are, how old you are, what your favorite things are, what you like to do for a living. They don't know anything about you. They can't care about you because they don't know about you. You have to understand, this is not your friend. This is somebody that you like. This is somebody that you enjoy taking part in what they do for a living. This is somebody that you find valuable to you and what you're trying to do. So you cannot, as a person, be like, I love this person so much that I'm going to kill for them. Because not only is that just not an irrational thing and not a healthy way to express love, but that's just not, also, why would you do that for somebody who don't know you? I would kill for my wife, but more importantly, I would die for my wife, because we have 18 years in the game of knowing each other, being friends for almost 10 years before we even got to the point of being in a relationship. This woman has had my kids. This woman has put up with all my BS. This woman there's so many things that my wife has done for me that have I could not even get into the details about, because it's none of your business. But this woman is my everything. Only thing that matters more to me than my wife and my kids is my relationship with God. So that's why I would kill or die for that woman. However, I know her. This is my wife. I see her every day. We'd wake up next to each other. You know what I'm saying? My kids are my kids. Me and my wife made them. These ain't strangers. Because that's who these people are to you. They're strangers. So let's just, like I said, talk to your therapist, talk to your pastor, talk to the Lord, because we're not doing things in a way that makes sense right now. We can disagree. That's the main point of all of this. It took me 9 minutes and 22 seconds to get to the point. It's we can disagree. We don't have to like all the same things. And that applies to everything. Politics, religion, all of that. It don't matter. We can disagree. And that's cool. Sometimes there's a right and a wrong, but it's okay to be wrong sometimes. You got to deal with the consequences of you being wrong. But it's okay to just not agree on things. You like Megan Thee Stallion? Cool. If you like Nicki Minaj? Cool. Go your separate ways. We don't have to talk about nothing else. Like, you don't have to be friends with people you disagree with. But it is okay to disagree. So stop acting like crazy people. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.